A matchup at running back like I have here today, you can just look down on the field from
it happen.
This game has officially begun. He's got a chance to return this one. Taken down at about the 33, maybe the 34-yard line. At the 34, 66 yards from pay dirt. The Redskins are at the line of scrimmage and loading up that line with an extra tight end. They tackle him for a loss.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Second down coming up. The Redskins come to the line with a bunch set. And he takes off. And it's swatted away. Here's a look at the Redskins offense. They'll be trying to cut down on the turnovers. A week ago, they gave away the football 2 times. The Redskins will take the snap from the 30. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Hot rod, baby, hot rod. Let's go.
They'll set up now at midfield. Let's see how they back up the big play here.
Red 38. Red 38. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
Gordon's handed the football. Picks up about 2. The defense accepts the penalty.
The Redskins running back that time, he makes a bad decision. You can't be looking to make every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards, take advantage of that. He tries for the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss.
Well, let's go.
First down at the 42. Green ball is out, and the defense has it.
Good job by the defense that time, creating a fumble. And that is truly a takeaway because that hard hit took the football away from the runner.
Ball at the 47.
Dagger. Dagger. Ready. Dagger. Dagger.
First down at the 47. Has his target. And at the 37, he'll be brought down.
Well, the quarterback showed off his arm strength that time, didn't he? He put the football right on the money, on a line, right into the receiver's hands.
The Lions doing their part to spread breast cancer awareness this month in the NFL. Plenty of pink on their uniforms today and throughout the stadium. Gets the handle here. He's tackled right at the 31.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the box very well, and he picks his way through there, picks up a first down. That's nice.
Hey, blue 10.
First and 10. They'll run it off the toss.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back.
Here they come to the line of scrimmage, the 21-yard line.
Ready, 380.
First down and 10. Catch made for about 4. And now let's take a look at the Lions lineup on offense. Last week, their aerial attack was in high gear, throwing for over 300 yards.
Well, the offense has done a good job getting down inside the 20 in the so-called red zone or green zone by some teams. But the defense should be a little more aggressive now because you don't have to worry about the length of the field. It is shortened, so take advantage of it and attack this offense a little more.
Here's a look at the Redskins defense. This is a ball-hawking unit that a week ago came up with 4 takeaways.
Zebra.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
The Lions get a first down.
First down by the offense inside the red zone. Can the defense show them something different here and keep them from scoring a touchdown?
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. First and goal from the 8. Handoff made. Power surge for 6. Touchdown. And they've got a lead for themselves midway through the first thanks to that touchdown.
Yeah, it was a good drive that time. It had a little bit of everything in it, and it just gives you tremendous confidence as here we are halfway through the first quarter. Now you put the pressure on the other team.
The Lions getting set for the kickoff. They're setting up the return. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Redskins offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Let's go.
The Redskins snap it at the 26. Gordon's tackled down at the 36.
Jim, this time it's a halfback screen. Nice job by the quarterback. The halfback, good job after catching it, picked up some good yards.
The Redskins snap it at the 36. And it's going to be dropped for the sack, and they're going to be punting after a short series. They've come out of the blocks fairly sluggishly, and this defense has taken full advantage, Phil.
Yeah, the offense having a tough time. They did not have a good series that time, and the defense, you were right, took advantage of a sluggish offense and got off the field.
He's got a chance to return this one. They'll mark him at the 22.
Very lucky that time on that punt return. The coverage was outstanding, and the returner's just lucky he didn't fumble the football.
The Lions seeking to make it back-to-back touchdown drives as they take the field here. That's a great balanced offense we're watching here today, Phil.
Yeah, it's been balanced. Let's go from the defensive side. What do you think they're thinking? Oh, my gosh, we can't stop anything. And when you can't stop anything, you are in a lot of trouble. So I would be very surprised if the offense doesn't continue what we've seen already.
The offensive coordinator's winning the little chess match right now against that defense.
Oh, they love it. Offensive coordinators love it when they can run and throw and have everything working. Well, why not? Everybody would like that. But the play calling has been superb.
Zebra.
The Lions bring in an extra tight end for this play. First down at the 49. Trying to fight through right up the middle of the field. Gets about 4 yards that time.
Good job by the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
Here's the football marked at the 47.
Zebra. Hey, blue 10.
Second down and 6. Has his target. And tackled down at the 43-yard line.
The drag route is a huge part of every offense now in the NFL. It's where the receiver starts on one side of the football, goes across the field, looking for those spots where he can catch it. And the quarterback that time threw it at the right time, right on target. Good yardage, just short of the first down.
Manziel 6 for 6 now with that completion.
Hey, he's man, I got him all day.
Defense is crowding the line of scrimmage. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
380.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap. On the money.
When you run that drag route across the field, it is not as easy as it looks. When you're running fast, you have to catch the football right in stride, and you cannot see what's in front of you.
Manziel's now completed his last 7 passes.
Dagger.
The Lions will take the snap from the 40. Toss to the outside. He is tackled.
On the defensive side, everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
The Lions now facing third down. A week ago, they were up to the challenge in these spots. The Lions get set at the line, needing to get to the 30 for a first.
Throws the pass.
And that'll probably go as a drop.
Charles is not able to come up with the catch. And a lot of times when you see a receiver drop a pass, they take their eyes off it. That's one thing. Or they're just trying to get it in their hands too quick. Why? Because they're trying to make some yards after the catch. That was the problem that time.
And a touchback here will bring the ball out to the 20. The Redskins offense comes back onto the field. Let's see if they can move the chains this time, because the last possession was ugly. They weren't out there very long.
Well, Jim, you know how I think in situations like this, I think it's more up to the coach than the players. Call a play that really catches the defense off guard so you can get an easy gain and get the momentum on your side and get it rolling.
That leads us to second down. Two tight ends on the field here.
Let's go. 188. 4 down, 4 down. Mike 55, Mike 55.
The Redskins snap it up at the 26. Intercepted. He's into the open. All the way home and all alone. Touchdown.
You talking about getting your team full of emotion and getting everything on your side. How about that interception by the defense and then taking it back all the way for the score?
He made it. The Redskins ready to return the kick. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Redskins on offense after throwing the football to the other team the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, they got to be careful. They got to know who they're going up against. This is a defense that's good and smart. When you put those things together, look out hard to make big plays against this defense.
Second down coming up. The Lions with two extra defensive backs in the dime. Out of the shotgun. It's intercepted. And in for the touchdown.
Well, the quarterback, he could not see the defender. The defender in the right spot makes the catch and takes it back for a touchdown.
Driving extra point is good. The Redskins ready to return the kick. And a flag comes out.
Get right.
Gordon's got it. Screen. Ball was out. The offense was able to recover the ball.
Nice job by the offense that time, even though they fumbled the football, quick enough and smart enough to get on it right away.
Playing press coverage to the outside. First down at the 23.
Oh, there's nothing worse as a quarterback to have pressure up the middle from an interior defensive tackle. Hard to see down the field, can't make a decision, and that time it leads to a sack.
The Lions defense now is going to go nickel, searching for space to the right.
In a situation like this, 3rd and long, if you're the defense, catch them by surprise and blitz.
3rd down following the run. The Redskins come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation. He'll take the snap from the gun. Looking long, and it's incomplete.
The Redskins don't have a lot of options on 3rd and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
All set to punt here. He wants to return this one. And he is tackled at the 44.
The return game so important in winning in the NFL. That time, a good return. What it does, it flips field position and just gives you a better chance of scoring.
Zebra! 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 57's the mic. Watch 57.
The Lions have it at the 44. Stands in the pocket. And it falls incomplete.
Well, he dropped the football. There's no doubt why he dropped it. You have to look it in.
And here we have 2nd down.
Ace!
The Lions
Zebra,
lined
zebra,
up bunch formation.
Ace, 380.
The pass is intercepted.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Redskins stalled on their last drive, forced to punt. So now the offense comes back out onto the field.
Yeah, they're coming back out. They lack confidence, and I understand why. They came out, couldn't get anything done. The defense was flying around making the plays. They got to change the tempo of this game.
Taking it all the way home for the touchdown.
Tight ends are becoming a bigger and bigger part of the passing offense in the NFL. It leads to a touchdown this time. Nice job by the big guy just getting in position to make the catch.
The Redskins with the PAT to come. And the point after is good. The Lions are ready to receive the kick. Tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Lions offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake. Let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
He's brought down at the 23-yard line. And now we reach the 2-minute warning here in the 2nd quarter. That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9. The Redskins with a nickel look here on defense.
380. Dagger.
Manziel's going to take the snap from the shotgun. And it's incomplete. Just can't hold on that time.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
Third down on the way.
Set. 380.
Manziel's going to take it from the gun. Looking at every option, but they can't connect.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good, and the football falls incomplete.
He's going to try and return this punt. And the tackle is made at the 35-yard line.
The Redskins know there's three parts to every football game: offense, defense, and special teams. What a play for the special teams here. Good punt return, good blocking, they get it done. Look at that, the defensive line, now they're all spreading out.
The Redskins will take the snap from the 35. Looking to go down the field here. And they can't connect.
And quarterbacks love to throw the football high and far down the field. That time the quarterback doesn't do that, and he underthrows the receiver.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. The Redskins will take the snap from the 35. Melvin Gordon makes the reception. Gordon's tackled down after a gain of 10. The Redskins are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. Let's see if they can complete another one. This time perhaps for the first down. 3rd down coming up. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. The Redskins all bunched up here as they get set at the line.
Hey, check right.
Now 1st and 10. And now here's the toss.
Well, you got to know the situation as a player. Even if the coaches didn't tell you this, you should know it. When you get a chance inside of 2 minutes to get out of bounds, you do it.
Let's go.
The Redskins snap it at the 41. Looking to go deep. Intercepted.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Lions offense coming back onto the field here, desperately trying to avoid a repeat of their last drive when they had the quick 3 and out.
I'll tell you what, if they go 3 and out again, you know what's going to happen? Those defensive players are going to be looking at them as they come off the field. You're putting us back out there already, so it's important to get a drive, give your defense a little rest.
They're setting up screen. That's a pickup of 14. The Lions are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. First down here. Manziel's alone in the backfield.
Hey, dagger. Mike 51. Mike 51.
They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. And he's taken down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit here. You want to stop the offense from scoring here with under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Good pressure on the quarterback, and they take him down behind the line of scrimmage.
The Redskins go with the dime formation here on defense.
When linebackers move around like this, you know what it means? Nothing. Confuses no one.
And it's knocked down.
Well, in a situation like this, 3rd and long, there's only a few things you can do. Screens always are good and safe. Draw plays are also a safe call. But if you're going to throw it, most of the time you throw it short and hope the receiver can catch it and make a run afterwards.
Ready for intermission. First, one more play. The Redskins defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Surveys. He will not get away. He's taken down for the sack. That'll bring us to the end of the first half here in the Motor City of Detroit. We'll return in a moment for the start of the second half. With this kick, the second half is underway. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Lions take the field here in the second half, looking to extend their lead in this one, partner.
Yeah, you know what you do? It's halftime is over. You come out here, you're not sure what the new game plan is going to be, but feel your way into the game. Don't take a chance early and turn the football over.
Second half gets rolling now as he takes the snap.
This is one good tackling defense. They stay in good position at all times, and we saw it that time when they stopped the play for a short gain.
After running it, it's second down.
Hey, they're coming.
The Lions come out in a bunch sack.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Can't hold on here as this falls incomplete.
Boy, it's tough when you're a quarterback or a coach and you see a receiver drop a pass, because we know it's hard to design plays that work. It's hard to get open in the NFL, but don't get down. The game is not perfect. Find a way to get the football back to that guy so he can make the catch and get going again.
The Lions snap it at the 26. Airing it out, but it's incomplete.
Well, my man at quarterback does have a strong arm. He showed it that time, didn't he? He threw that thing high and far and just overthrew the receiver.
Set up, return. Here he goes. Still not taken down. That return's good for about 22.
The Redskins love this type of play. Of course, everybody would. When you get a good punt return, that's what you want. And, of course, it helps when you have an explosive punt returner back there.
Get ready. Red 38.
Look at the defensive line shifting all down to the inside. They're pinching. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
Now slashing to the right side, looking for room. Second down here after that run play.
Let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
The Redskins take it from the 43. Pulls it in. Tackle's made, and that'll move the chains.
Well, don't look at the scoreboards, which tells you you're down by a couple scores. Just concentrate on every single play and try to get another first down.
Gordon's on the right side, split out wide.
Let's go.
First down at the 44. Got the completion. He's brought down.
How about that? We just saw the fly route straight down the field by the receiver. Long throw by the quarterback and a nice completion.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up.
4 down. Hey, check right. Watch it be fine.
Snap it out of the gun. Touchdown and drawing close. And they've taken a chunk out of the lead with that touchdown midway through the third quarter and suddenly right back in it.
Yeah, they needed that touchdown. There's no question about it. Now the defensive coaches, you need to go out there and give your players something new. Try to catch the offense off guard so you can take the lead in this football game.
The Lions are ready to receive the kick. And he's met head on right there at the 20. The Lions weren't able to get anything out of their last drive and were forced to punt as they take the field here. Do you think they are going to vary their approach, Phil?
Well, I hope so. I think they will. They got a lot of information out there in that short drive, Jim, and you do that by showing different formations and plays. You saw how the defense reacted to it. Now you counter-react and see if you can get some positive plays.
I'm sure they're tired of being in the 3-and-out business.
Well, it's a bad business to be in. I know. I get in a lot of bad businesses.
First down at the 20. The catch is made.
You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches, running these short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch.
That short pass play picked up 6. It's now second down and 4.
Ace. Set. Wide 20. Go.
The give. And gains maybe 4. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
If you want to run the football with success, you're going to have plays like this where they pick up very little yardage. Don't listen to the fans. Keep running it, and it'll work.
The defense looking for one more stop here on third down after that run.
Look at those linebackers shifting around, trying to confuse the quarterback.
The line decided now to go for it on fourth down and a short yardage situation.
Keep the momentum on your side. You got a lead here in the second half. Nice play that time. You pick up the first down. Let's see if you can take advantage of it.
First down coming up. It's a two tight end formation. The Redskins lined up in the nickel. Set up screen. Got the completion. He's tackled right at the 36.
That was a nice job by the offense. It just puts him in a better position. Nice little throw and catch.
Second down.
Zebra. Ready. Wide, 20. Set.
To the ground. Has 12 on this play.
The Lions offense has been tough today. They are fighting out there on the field. That's a nice job picking up that first down. It's been fun to watch. They got a small lead here in the second half. We'll see if that first down can lead them to a score.
Set. 380.
Manziel standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. He makes the catch. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
The Lions coaching staff has done a good job of mixing things up today on first down. The pass catches the defense off guard. They pick up solid yards. Now it's second and short.
Hey, watch the corner.
Look out here. They're going to blitz. They're all packing the line of scrimmage.
Zebra.
He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Another interception.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled. Being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
The Redskins offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last drive actually ended in a touchdown, Phil. We'll see if they still have it in them to issue a repeat performance.
Well, what you saw in that last drive was everything just came together perfectly for him. The experience of the football team, the talent of the players, and the coaches helped them out, and they got it done.
Wide to the left. Gordon's tackled down after a gain of 2.
Gordon is never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short gain.
Third down and 4. And it's batted down.
That was a good call by the defensive coordinator. He called the right defensive play. The defender's in position and knocks down that third down throw.
We'll see what he can do here. Gains 18. And it was back in 2009 when Roy Williams led his North Carolina Tar Heels to the national championship over Michigan State in the championship game. Manziel lines up in the pistol. Final quarter underway now with this snap. Reaches out and snatches it. He's tackled right at the 24.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, quarterback had time, throws it down the field for another completion.
They come to the line at the 24. Manziel's back in shotgun formation. The Lions now move the chains. Roughing the passer call gives the offense 15 yards and a new set of downs.
Yeah, and it was a terrible roughing the passer that time. He absolutely took 2 steps before he hit the quarterback. You can see when he lets the ball go. When you see him let it go, pull up. The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
First and goal. Here's the quick toss. Nothing there as this goes for a loss of 2.
Oh, my gosh, it is the worst thing you can do on the offensive side. This drives coaches crazy. When you get down near the goal line, you run the football and you lose yards. That's just not being tough enough.
Dagger! Dagger! Ray! Blue 10! Blue 10! Go!
Second and goal from the 4. Up the gut here. And gains about 1.
When you get third and goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
Ace! Ace! Set! Blue 10! Blue 10!
Third and goal at the 3. In the end, it picks up only a yard. That's a timeout by the defense. Chip shot here. The kick is through for 3. They add another 3 here at the start of the 4th quarter to make things a little more comfortable for them, Phil.
Oh, I think they're feeling good. They like where they stand right now, and everything you do is try to milk that clock and speed the process up as the game goes on.
And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Redskins offense failed to muster a single first down the last time they had it. Let's see if their offense this time can create a few sparks.
Well, you know the coaches were upset at them when they went to the sideline, so the sense of urgency is there. You should be fired up, and I expect a better drive this time. Now the defensive line is shifting to the right.
Almost made the catch, but the collision jarred it loose.
That time, Jim, the timing is perfect. It knocks the ball free. And look, in the NFL, defensive backs, they got to be perfect. Otherwise, that flag is coming out. That hit is so well timed that there's no penalty, and it knocks the football away.
Out of the shotgun formation. My goodness, what a hit. And the ball falls incomplete.
Well, but it's third long. I'll just say this, be very careful on the offensive side.
The Redskins lineup, split backfield.
Get ready! Wide 88! Wide 88!
Dropping back now into the shotgun. He'll throw it over the middle. The pass is off the mark, and that's a 3 and out. Going for it on 4th down.
Get ready!
He's taken down at the 42.
I thought that was a pretty risky play that time by the offense. Even though it's the second half and you're down, you don't always have to go for it on 4th down. Fortunate for them, they got it that time.
Let's go!
First down at the 42. The Redskins get a first down. That's another reception, giving him 2.
You know, when you throw the football like that down the field, you pick up a first down, now you can do anything you want on the offensive side, and you got that defense guessing.
Let's go!
First down at the 44. And there's Cameron. And that's a gain of 10.
Jim, here in the 4th quarter, when you're down, what you want to do is just keep that football moving. That time it's a short throw. He gets the completion. Good job.
Quarters formation here for the defense. He'll take the snap about midway through the 4th. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
Gordon is a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
Let's go! Wide 88! 188.
3 down, 3 down. Mike 55, Mike 55.
First down at the 30. And intercepted. Stiff arms to stay on his feet.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Lions stepping back onto the field to get this next drive underway. Their previous possession was a field goal.
Yeah, I think they feel good about that field goal. They made some good plays, and they got down there, and they moved the football, and they got in position where they could kick the field goal. Now you take the knowledge that you gained from that last drive, use it, and try to go down there now and score a touchdown.
They've got to be wondering, though, can they finish off a drive today? Second and 1 coming up. Looks like they're in press coverage here.
Zebra. Ray, wide 20.
The Lions snap it at the 36. They're going to run it right. Still powering ahead. And he's going to be tackled right around the 35-yard line.
The Lions offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
Two minutes to go before this one's in the books. Only 35 yards to the end zone.
Ace.
For this play, they'll go with two tight ends. First and 10. And here's the toss. They bring him down at the 29-yard line. He's up over 90 yards so far on the day. Second down and 3 following that nice run.
Dagger. Set. 3, 6.
Right back to him. Smith in on the tackle.
Well, when you know you can win the game, but just running the football, then you just run the football. Take no chances. Keep two hands around it at all times, and don't worry about the extra yard.
That last play was a run. Third down coming up.
Blue 10, 6.
Back to the ground. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down. The Redskins use another timeout here, and they have one left. And converts on the 3. And that field goal pretty much locks it up. We don't expect any once-in-a-lifetime comebacks on this situation.
I don't expect that. Now it's time to just start thinking and having good thoughts in your mind. Don't do anything stupid. Enjoy the fact that you played well all day long, and victory is in grasp.
And he's tackled right at the 30-yard line after that return. The Redskins offense comes onto the field for a last play or two before this one's over. There's nothing they can do now to pull this one out, Phil.
Yeah, listen, it's very tough to even get the courage or the energy to finish this game off in a situation like this because it's so disappointing. And I say to them, don't take any chances. Don't get hit again and just get off the field.
Touchdown, Washington. Finding the end zone for the first time this season.
Great play there for the touchdown, and that closes the gap. Everybody in the stadium, they know what's coming next. It's going to be an onside kick.
The Redskins hoping to recover now, an onside kick. So they successfully complete part 1 of their game plan. They recover the onside kick, but still very little time left to heave it to the end zone.
Well, they've done 2 of the 3 things. They scored, they got the onside kick. Now the third is the hardest. But what a job by this team managing the clock and getting in this situation.
First down, pressure on every snap now. Running room. Gains 18.
In the NFL, it's all about situations now. You're down. There's under 2 minutes to go. Good job by the offensive player. He picks up some good yards and then gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
The Redskins with probably their final chance coming up. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. 1st and 10. Gonna try and scramble now. Intercepted. Room to work. No one's going to get him now. The 20. The 10. Unbelievable. An interception on the final play that decides the game. The Lions now will tack on the extra point. Add the extra point. The kick is good.
Well, Phil, I enjoyed watching the game with you, and how about a final thought about that victory?
Well, you know, Jim, I wish I could say the same, that I enjoyed spending these last 3 hours with you, but that's just not the case. But, no, just kidding, of course. Nice win. They got to feel good about what they've done and celebrate a little tonight.
I think I'll see you next week, maybe.
For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nantz saying so long for now.
One in the books and all's well. And this is Draft Champions on EA Sports. The Eagles had to work hard, but got that first win under their belts and are ready to take that second step toward a title. Their opponents in this one, the Chicago Bears.
And with that kick, we're underway. Jones going to start his return. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Eagles sat at the line. Dime package. Ready. First down at the 23. And off the mark on that short throw. One of the top targets today in the passing game is tight end Michael Rivera.
Well, out of the University of Tennessee, good tight end down there, and he's taken that skill, and he's become a productive tight end in the NFL.
That's second down coming up.
Glennon's setting up now in the pistol. And it's swatted away. This linebacking core is the heart and soul of this defensive unit. Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10. The Eagles defense now is going to go nickel. And it's knocked down.
The Bears really don't have much of a chance of picking up this first down. It's 3rd and long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
Again, we'll try and return this one. And the tackle is made right around the 39-yard line. That return's good for about 7. Almost to the 40 at the 39-yard line.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
First down at the 39. They're going to run it on the toss. That's a gain of 7.
Jim, let's keep our eye on the defense. If they keep giving up runs like this, they're going to have to change what they're doing on the defensive side. Maybe bring another guy down in the box to stop those runs.
The Bears with a nickel look here on defense. Diving grab. They give him the catch.
Anytime you have a play-action pass as a quarterback, make sure you sell that fake and then look up, find that coverage, decide where to throw the football. That was a nice job that time.
The Eagles take it from the 38. Launches it down the field. Eagles in the end zone. That's a terrific start for this team, Phil, with the early touchdown.
Yeah, just the way they planned it, man. You get in there during the week, you practice, you look at all that film, and then you say, here's going to be our starting plays for the game. You go out there, you run them, and you score. That is a great feeling.
The Bears are ready to return the kick. Thomas is going to test the coverage here. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Bears offense is on the field, hoping to erase the memory of their last drive, which was completely unproductive, a quick 3-and-out.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if they can erase this defense. This defense is pretty good. We saw that in the last drive, and they got good players, and they're pretty excited, so this is going to be tough on the offense.
Smith's in the backfield. Single back set. Smith's got it. Screen play. He's turning ahead. Smith's met after a gain of 8.
Now, if you want to keep your place on the offense, then catch the pass and break a tackle and get some extra yards. That's what the guy did on that play. Nice job by him.
After that grab, it's now 2nd down and 2. Smith's taking the handoff and picks up about 3.
Smith's a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
Smith's lined up in a single back formation. First down at the 33. Over the middle and incomplete that time.
Got to give the secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
Mike Glennon takes a look down from under center. The Bears take it from the 33. Makes the reception. Smith's taken down at the 49.
Nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator. A little screen pass to the halfback. He knew the defensive line was going to be charging hard. They were, and it picked up some nice yards.
It's Glennon out of the pistol. First down at the 49. And that pass is going out of bounds, incomplete. Second down following that incompletion. Smith's lined up directly behind the quarterback here. Smith's out there to receive the screen pass. Fights through that hit.
Arm strength is a nice thing to have when the window of opportunity is very small. Quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB.
Third down now. The Bears are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. They'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Jones has got it on a pass, had some heat on it. And he's going to be tackled right around the 31-yard line.
The percentages of picking up a first down in a third and long situation like this are very low in the NFL. But how about that play on the offensive side? Good job. Really good first down. That should give him a lift.
Thomas is out wide on the left. First down at the 31. Now cutting to the right side, looking for some open space. This will be the 8th play of this drive. Smith's lined up behind his quarterback as the single back.
Watch the blitz. Watch the blitz.
Second and 6. Good throw and good catch right on the sideline.
Well, I guess the best thing to say there, Jim, is they completed a pass, but it still did not get a first down.
On the way, third down.
Watch the blitz.
This has got to be a blitz. Look how everybody's crowding the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage right at the 24.
I think these linebackers are moving around because they're going to try to blitz the quarterback.
The offense is going to stay on the field now for this 4th and 7. The Bears at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield. The Bears have it at the 29. He's wide open for the grab. Chicago, touchdown. Phil, we're early second quarter, and things suddenly are all back to square one. All tied up after that touchdown.
This game is shaping up to be something special. I like the feel of it. It's exciting. Can't wait to see what happens here in the rest of this quarter.
The Eagles are prepared to return the kickoff. And this is Ginn running it out. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Eagles offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. A solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, what a productive day so far for the offense. They're mixing it up well. They got confidence. The quarterback's throwing it well. This is a very good game so far.
Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
March 50, March 50, March 50.
First down at the 23. Dontari Poe with the sack.
Well, defensive tackle so many times they're in charge of stopping a run, but not this time. The big fellow, good move at the snap of the football, gets in that backfield and gets the sack.
Coming up, second down.
Come on,
Mason's going to secure the handoff. That picks up 11.
Sometimes on 3rd and long from the defensive side, I like the fact that you can blitz. Send more guys than they can block. Make the quarterback throw the football quickly and short. Then it's all up to coming up and making the tackle.
Mason lined up in the backfield. Getting away from the pressure. We're midway through the second, and this game is turning into a classic old-school defensive showdown.
Yeah, it sure is. How about the coaches on both sides? Are they sitting over there shocked at the fact that this might turn into a defensive battle? We know it's always about high scoring, going for it. This is fun to watch, to see something a little different.
They're winning the field position battle right here as they start the next drive. Thomas shifted out wide to the left as a receiver. The Bears will take the snap from the 30. Slashing to the right side. And it's DJ Williams who makes the tackle.
Smith's going to be tired after this run. That is a good long run. The offensive line was terrific, and he does a good job finding a hole and picking up those yards.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in the first half. Coming to the line at the 3. First and goal. They'll run it here. They jam it in on the goal line. Touchdown.
You got to give the offensive line just a lot of credit. It's first and goal. They just line up and power the football in there. Nice run, but a great job by the O-line.
The Eagles are prepared to return the kickoff. Moncrief's got it. And he runs it out to about the
7 before he's taken down.
The Eagles back out there on offense. Their last drive, they had 4th down on their own side of midfield. They decided to go for it instead of punting the football away. We both were wondering why.
Oh, man, some people just never learn. They keep going for it on 4th down when they're in their own territory, and it always backfires. And what do you expect? Well, I know what you can expect, another loss. You just got to be smart with your decision-making when you're managing a football game. Always try to save the timeout or timeouts when you can, and one way to do it is go to the hurry-up offense. Good job.
That's a gain of 6.
Power running. A lot of teams in this league don't even do it anymore. This team, they can power it up in there and pick up those tough yards.
Second and 4 following the run. The Eagles at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation. The Eagles now move the chains, and now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
You can't play zone coverage against this quarterback. He knows it's zone, and he's going to find the open throwing lane, and he gets it done.
Come on, let's go.
First down and 10. And the target, Ted Ginn, and a gain of 4.
Well, there's not much to say about that play, Jim. It was a completion by the quarterback, and it picked up a couple yards.
The line of scrimmage is at the 40.
Quarters formation here for the defense. Second down and 6. And it's out of bounds, incomplete. Third down.
Come on, let's go.
From the gun. Running room. Keeps his legs moving. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down. The Eagles signal for the timeout. And that's the first one they've used. The offense still on the field here on 4th down. Needing 4 to stay on the field. Drop back, shotgun formation. Got a big lane.
So far, wonderful execution in this drive. When you get a chance to get out of bounds, here the offensive player got the yardage, had a chance, gets out of the bounds, stops the clock. Good job by the offense.
The Bears defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. They'll go shotgun here. It's intercepted. And he's brought to the ground.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Bears have to be thrilled with what they've done offensively, but they cannot separate themselves at all because their defense is also being dominated.
No, you got to keep on playing. Situations like this, that's up to the coaches. Keep the offense aggressive. I think they will. They've had success. There's no reason to think that they won't go out there this time and have another good drive.
Trying to find an open to the right. Gains 12. The Bears call a timeout. Their first. Glennon's going to be in the pistol here.
Blue 45.
Now 1st and 10. Down the field. The receiver comes down with it. Somehow he outbattles him for the catch.
I know his quarterback coach is going to yell at him when he goes to the sideline. When you're throwing the long pass down the field, don't underthrow it like that.
Defense respecting the deep ball, playing way off the receivers.
Hey, blue 45.
Let's go.
Blue 45.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Second down and 10. Knocked down as he fires it. That'll do it for the first half.
we'll be sending you to Larry Ridley back in our studios as we continue with the NFL on EA Sports. The second half is officially underway. Moncrief's got it. And he runs it out to about the 27 before he's taken down. The Eagles talk things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So
Tamba Hali brings the quarterback down.
good cornerbacks become great cornerbacks when you have a defense that can sack the quarterback without blitzing. Good job by the defense.
Here we go. Red 38.
And he's able to find Julio Jones. Gains 15. What a tremendous effort after making the reception, breaking tackles, and picking up additional yardage.
We see this so often now, don't we, in the NFL? These wide receivers are such incredible athletes. Not only can they make spectacular catches, they're strong enough to break tackles like this and get extra yards.
The Eagles from the 32. Two hands on the football and has the catch.
Big first down by the offense that time. Here in the second half, they're losing a close game, and you get that first down. It just gives you confidence. It opens up the playbook, and it just gives you a better chance of going down the field and getting the score.
Here we go. What?
First down at the 48. It's caught by Cole Beasley. Lester's all over that offense and brings him down.
Well, we see it more and more. Football's thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
Second and 11. Mason's got it on the handoff. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
Mason's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
The Eagles need to get to the 42 for the first down. Halfway through the third quarter. And he hauls it in.
The Eagles, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that first down. And, Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well. That was a power running play that time by the offense. It picked up some good yards. Nothing like it. Show the defense you're willing to get in there and slug it out and get some tough running yards.
Second down and 2 to go after the running play. The Bears will come out in the dime.
Let's go.
From the shotgun. The catch is made by Julio Jones. That's reception number 2 for him.
When you get down in the red zone, the offensive coordinator's got to call a play that deceives the defense. Let's see if he can do it. His team is down.
Runs it in for the touchdown. That touchdown, Phil, ties things up as the fourth quarter is approaching, and who knows, this might be headed for overtime when it's all said and done.
Well, I don't know about overtime. I just know this. It's an exciting football game. That was an excellent drive. The play calls were very good, and the execution by the offensive players, top-notch.
The Eagles getting ready to kick it off. Jones will test the coverage. Jones is tackled down at the 17. And a run back of about 20. The Bears offense will try to set the pace early here in the second half with this game tied, Phil.
Yeah, they're going to try to set the pace, but look, on the other side, this defense is aggressive. It's tough. I think the defense is going to get after them and maybe cause a turnover right here.
Man, left.
You see the linebackers moving? What they're trying to do is confuse the quarterback.
Drop something else, baby. There we go, G. That's what it's lit.
The Eagles defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel.
Good job by the defensive line shifting all down inside. I think they're expecting a run up the middle.
And Curley's got it. First down. It's first down as they head to the line. One last play before the quarter ends.
Under.
Toss to the outside. Keeps his legs moving. We're starting quarter number 4, and these offenses have been shut down so far, but you know it as an old quarterback, Phil. One play can change everything.
You know, I really take exceptions to the fact of calling me an old quarterback. I'm really not that old. I feel pretty good. So, but, hey, to talk about the game, you're right. One play, that's all you're looking for on the offensive side. Can you get that one play and make it? And that might be the difference in winning and losing.
This is third down. The Bears come out with a split backfield.
Blue 45.
From the gun. Throws it toward the sideline, and what a catch.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
Thomas split out wide on the left. Thomas is taking it on the screen. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Thomas is the receiver all the way to the right side. 2nd and 10. Jeremy Curley with the catch.
This is a route that's not run enough in the NFL, the corner route. So many times, receivers just go across the field, they go short. But when you make these double moves like that, you get wide open, and what a throw by the quarterback.
At the 33.
Blue 45.
Look at the linebackers moving around. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
The hit knocks the ball out, incomplete.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
Second down here. An extra tight end on the field for this one. Smith's the receiver on the screen. Smith's taken down at the 33.
Well, when you get in a situation like this, Jim, and you get third and long, I'll tell you what catches a defense by surprise. Run a double move on the outside against the defensive back, because everybody in the stands and the defensive players all think you're going to throw it short.
Coming to the line at the 33. Tie game here in the late going, and the defense needs to make a stop. They cannot give up the big play right now. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands.
The best way to keep the other offense on the sidelines is just keep marching down the field and picking up those first downs. What a good job by the offense.
That is play number 10 on this drive.
Always manage the football game. You got to be thinking about it all the time. If you're the quarterback, it's a tie game. You're down in here in the red zone. Be careful with the football. You at least want to get 3 points out of this.
Mounting a serious drive. Time becoming a factor in this game.
Blue 45.
3 down. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
Here's the give to Emmitt Smith. That's a gain of 8. He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game.
They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make big plays. You got to do the dirty work, and this offense is doing it right now.
First and goal from the 1. Into the end zone for the touchdown. At the most critical time, they've found the end zone and taken the lead. It's up to the defense now to hold on to it.
Yeah, that's what they've done. They put the pressure on their defense, go out there and finish this game off. And hey, look, you always got to feel good as a defensive player when you take the field with the lead.
The Bears are ready to kick it away. He'll have a chance to take off. And they bring him down at the 36-yard line. And a run back of about 18.
The Eagles offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. That was a solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, just look at them, Jim. The way they run onto the field, you can see they're exuding confidence. And when you got a confident football team, man, let them go and let them play and see if they can make it happen again.
6, Mike, 56. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Takes it from the gun. Out of the pocket. He's got a little bit of daylight here. And he's going to slide feet first.
Good job that time by the quarterback sliding. The team, you are valuable to them throwing the football, not running. Slide before you take that hit.
Second down, late in the fourth quarter. This game is closing in on a finish, and the defense can make one play. All is out. Tackles made.
One thing coaches hate when their offense is on the field is fumbling the football. Because a lot of times it's just bad fundamentals. But they're lucky this time. They had the fumble. They're able to get on top of it.
The Eagles get set at the line, needing to get to the 46 for a first.
Gets away from the pressure. It's Mason with the catch. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
There's a fine line there when you're winning the football game. What do you do on the defensive side? Well, that time the defensive coordinator stayed aggressive, and he forces a fourth down by the offense.
They'll go for it on fourth down. Late stages. On the money. And he is brought down at the 39.
Nice job that time by the tight end. Makes the catch, and you got to look out for him now in the NFL. Remember, they're usually the closest receiver to the quarterback. Quarterback gets in trouble, he's going to look for the tight end.
Now on first down, every snap crucial the rest of the way. The Bears come out in a dime package. The Eagles have it at the 39.
Ends up picking up 3 yards.
You know, Jim, I understand why they tried this run. You're down in the game. It's late in the fourth quarter. You're trying to catch the defense off guard, but I don't like the chance here. If it was up to me, I would have thrown it and taken my chances getting the football down the field.
The Eagles come to the line of scrimmage with 2 timeouts to play with.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. With 2 hands, he has it.
Quarterbacks love play-action passes, especially on first down, because the defense, sometimes they're expecting run. You fake it, easy completion down the field.
First down, pressure on every snap now.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion.
Mason's going to take the handoff now. The Eagles, 1 timeout remaining. Every play is huge now. Second down on the way. 2nd and 4. It's Mason with the catch. Eagles in for the score. Mason's second touchdown of the game.
That touchdown gets them back into the game, but they'll still need a lot of help from here.
Yeah, this late in the game, your defense you got to use your timeouts right, and your defense cannot give up a first down.
Extra point is good. It is as intense as it gets. The game is tied as we're moving toward the finish line. Could be headed to overtime.
It's been, boy, what a day. And if it goes into overtime, that means we just get a chance to see more good football. Both teams have played extremely well. I don't think either team will take a chance here at the end of the game.
The Bears offense takes the field here. Looking for some late game magic here, partner, with the game tied late.
Yeah, you're looking for magic, but also be careful. The one thing I like about the NFL now, all the teams have so many plays to start the drive. And what I mean by that, it's just not a screen or a draw. They have all these wide receiver screens. You throw it outside. I don't want to call them trick plays, but deceptive plays that make it easy for you and give you a little momentum.
The Bears come to the line, 4th quarter, with 2 timeouts remaining. The Bears line up, split backfield.
Oh, you see the linebackers moving around. I think they're trying to confuse the offensive line.
Has it right on the sideline, inbounds. That's reception number 4 for him. Coming to the line at the 44. First and 10. Climbs the ladder, and he has it. In stride, and he's home for the touchdown. This was like the Jacoby Jones touchdown catch in the playoffs against Denver. No time left, and they connect on the long winning touchdown pass.
Oh, you're right. You give a lot of credit to the offense, Jim. What a play by them, the quarterback and the receiver. But the defensive backs, oh my gosh, they made so many mistakes, and that's why they're going to lose the game.
Moncrief's got a chance for a return. He steps out. That return's good for about 15. The Eagles offense comes out here, Phil, desperately looking to put a drive together that can give them a chance here late to win this game.
Always the tough thing to do in a situation like this for the offense is don't try to make the big play. Let it happen. Take a short gain if that's what the defense is giving you, especially on first down. Get this drive started by doing the right thing.
Scanning the field, and he's sacked, and that should do it. They won't get another playoff here. What a game it was. Comes down to a touchdown to win it at the end.
Nothing like scoring late in the game to win it. When everything is on the line, the tension's there, the crowd's into it, and you make the play to win that game, it doesn't get any better.
For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nantz saying so long.
Still a long way to go in this draft, but if you can lock up a few key positions here in the first few picks, it's a great luxury to have. Both offensive and defensive options here. They might have to ask themselves which side of the ball needs more instant impact right there. That's a big leap forward from what they had on the roster to begin with. Oh, and that's a key upgrade right there. He's versatile, athletic, and a big upgrade over what they had. And this is a big piece of the puzzle right here. Maybe a no-brainer, but a great pick regardless. Yeah, I don't think you needed a crystal ball to see that coming. That's all about loyalty and familiarity right there. Still some big holes remaining to be filled. Here's where you may have to go after a lower-rated player just to make sure you get coverage in all areas. The Panthers have been represented once already in this draft. Is a second about to come off here? Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches or someone who can really help you out at a playmaker type spot? Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. Yeah, this is kind of a curious one if you ask me. The talent's certainly there. I'm just not sure that we'll see the best of him in a system like this. Yeah, no surprise here. Anytime you can get your hands on a player of his caliber, I think you pretty well have to pull the trigger. Now that is quite a threesome. If only every round were this well stocked. Tough call here. Do you try and get tougher up front or get yourself a... Does this pick fill a big need? I'm not so sure that it does, but it is at least a slight improvement over what they had in place. And these guys have stuck to the game plan they had coming in, and I think they've executed it perfectly to this point.
A new era begins today. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Draft Champions. The Eagles enter play this afternoon, ready to see what they've got and how or if these pieces are going to fit together. In this one, the Chicago Bears.
This game is underway. Austin will test the coverage. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. Jamal Charles is in the backfield. The Bears from the 22. Going for the home run. Drake Kirkpatrick with the pick. An early pick, and he's going to have to bounce back from this one.
Yeah, he is, but I'd go to the sideline here, and I'd yell at my offensive line because, my gosh, everybody's surrounding. No room to step and throw the football. That's not the quarterback's fault. That's the offensive line.
At the 34, 66 yards from pay dirt. First down at the 34. Foster's got the toss, secures the football. And there's only 2 yards to be found right there.
Well, I know it's a short run that time by the offense, but it's what it's going to do for you long term. Keep running that football, try to wear the defense down.
Second down after going to the ground game the first play. The Bears with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime. Glennon's got it in the gun. Foster tackled down. As we check now, this offensive unit getting it done for over a decade. Certainly a future Hall of Famer is tight end Jason Witten.
I agree, Jim. I think he is a Hall of Fame tight end. And all you do when you see Jason Witten playing football, there's always somebody chasing him because he's figured out a way to get open and get it done.
Now looking at third down. They need to get the play off. Glennon's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Jason Witten with the catch. The Eagles believe they can pick up the first in this short yardage situation and keep the offense on the field. The Eagles come out, jumbo package on the field. The Eagles take it from the 43. Foster's brought down after picking up just a yard. The Bears defense has to be demoralized by that fourth down conversion allowed.
I think anytime on the defensive side when you give up a fourth down conversion, it is heartbreaking, and it has to be heartbreaking for the defense right now.
First down at the 44. Off the right side, Foster. And now he'll dip out of bounds.
The big smooth, that's Arian Foster. He makes it look so easy. He goes outside off tackle, and he can cover a lot of yards with those strides, and he gets a first down on that run.
Breaking huddle at the 30-yard line. That long gain sets them up here on this play. Out of the gun. And it's complete to Jason Witten.
The key to being a really good route runner and running these drag routes across the field is show some courage. Don't worry about what's in front of you. The quarterback will take care of that.
The Bears go with the dime formation here on defense.
Blue 45.
First down at the 19. The defense gets a sack.
Every defense is looking for somebody to hit the quarterback, and the best person to do it is the defensive end. What a good job that time by him.
Loss of 4 on the play. Here they come to the line at the 23.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
He was undrafted coming out of Kansas, but now he's one of the best at his position.
Chris Harris Jr.
Yeah, I'm not going to overstate the case for Chris Harris Jr., but I think he's one of the 10 best cover corners in the NFL. He has shown that, and he deserves the money he makes.
Third and a long way to go. Reception by Foster. He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down.
This team, one of the better tackling teams in the NFL, and they play the situation perfectly. They give up the short completion. They come up and make the tackle. Now we have a fourth down.
And the kick is good for 3. We're late in the first, and that field goal puts them on top.
Yes, and it's a confidence boost, no question about it. When you get a field goal or a touchdown late in the first quarter and it puts you on top, it just feels good.
Austin's going to run this one out. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Bears are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it.
On his way. The 10, and he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run.
Nowadays, so many kids, they grow up, they want to be wide receivers. I don't blame them. They're out there, they get to catch the football, they get to score touchdowns, they get to do dances, and you're not really allowed to hit them either. What a job.
Got a flag. That kick out of bounds is going to cost them. It's an empty backfield for Glennon this time. From the gun. Heaving it down the field. A foot race. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown. Phil, that's a terrific touchdown here late in the first, and they've now taken the lead.
Shoot, touchdowns are terrific no matter what time you get them, though, Jim. But, hey, late in the first, what a way to answer for that offense. That was a really, really sharp drive.
Austin's going to test the coverage this time. And he'll step out of bounds. We're back here to start the second quarter. And, partner, when you're in a tight defensive game like this, what does an offense have to do to open this game up?
Well, I think what happens sometimes in situations like this, Jim, you know, the offense, they plan for the game and what they're going to do, but they come out there in that first series or two and they go, wow, these guys are better in person than they were on the film. So you've got to adjust physically. I think now that they have adjusted, we'll see if they can make some things happen.
Taylor's tackled down after a gain of 15.
Always be alert for this quarterback to run the football when he gets the chance. He is excellent with it. He is a quarterback with the abilities of a running back.
The Bears are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. The Bears will take the snap from the 30. Charles Johnson gets to him for the sack.
When you're a corner, you can take some chances when you know your defense can sack the quarterback without blitzing. Good job that time by the defensive front.
And now they'll try over again on second down. The corner's retreating. Williams got it on a pass that had some heat.
That's what you call a bullet pass. Very little space to throw the football into, but he gets it done. A lot of velocity, right on target.
Third and short following the completion. Taylor set. Everybody emptied out for this snap. The Bears are going to call a timeout. Want to talk about this third down. Almost to the 40 at the 39-yard line. They bring in the extra tight end. And they'll give it to Jamal Charles.
Charles is going to be mad at himself after that run. He picked the wrong hole. If he'd have went the other way, He would have had enough space to pick up the first down. He is stopped. Now it brings up 4th down.
The Bears will go for it here on 4th down and short. The Bears at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield. Taylor's going to take it from the gun. Tackle down at the 42-yard line. The Bears go for it on 4th and short and convert. How about that call?
Yeah, I like the decision. 4th and short. I like the odds. The offense is going to get the job done. They call a nice play, and they convert, pick up that 4th down attempt.
Come on, let's go.
First down at the 42. To Williams. Pass is intercepted. Midway through the second quarter, and the defense gets the ball back for their offensive unit, looking to take control of this game.
Yeah, big turnover there. Now if this offense can go out there and score, like you said, get control of the game, that will give them great confidence going into the locker room at halftime.
The Eagles are going to line up. Close game, second quarter. The score's 10-7. Glennon's standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Ted Ginn has the catch. Picks up 8 here.
The Eagles did a good job that time, throwing a pass on first down and picked up some nice yards. Now, second and short really puts the defense in a tough position.
After that grab, it's now 2nd down and 2. Halftime is coming up, but first we reach the 2-minute warning. The Eagles come to the line with a bunch set. Foster on the screen. Steps out of bounds.
Nice job that time by the runner. Gets out of bounds after the play. You got under 2 minutes, and you need to stop the clock, so he gets it done.
Glennon's now completed 4 in a row. First down at the 24. Tosses the football. Foster's taken down at the 18.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Second down and 4. Tries to get the feet down, but this will be ruled incomplete. The pass play fails to work, and now it's 3rd down. Had it for just a second, but then it came out on contact.
Good anticipation that time by the defender. He gets to the receiver just as the football's arriving, and he makes a beautiful hit to knock the football loose. Good job by the offense that time and the backup quarterback making the throw. But I say this, on the defensive side, what are you thinking of? You've got to know that's the backup quarterback holding the football.
The Eagles come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation. Touchdown, Philadelphia Eagles. That's his 2nd touchdown today. The Eagles for the extra point. Inside of the uprights. Billy Cundiff ready for the kickoff. Austin will test the coverage.
breaks the tackle. And it's the same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20.
The Bears just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team. Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches, look, you make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient and get the job done.
The ball is knocked out.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
The Bears come out with a split backfield. Taylor's back in shotgun formation. Could have been intercepted.
Tough situation you found yourself in. Third and long, you're losing the football game. There are not many plays here that are going to pick up the first down, so be careful here. Don't be too aggressive. If you're too aggressive, you will make a mistake.
Taylor's got it in the gun. Intercepted. They bring him to the turf.
Mosley is able to show off those great hands and picking off that pass in the linebacker position. What a job and what a pair of hands. The Eagles offense coming back onto the field. It was a good drive for them the last time they had it, all the way down to the end zone for the touchdown. Yeah, you know, in this game, Jim, it's all about momentum. And when you feel you got the momentum on your side, you got to take advantage of it. So now I think it's up to the offensive coordinator to call the right plays.
Second and 6 coming up. From the shotgun. It's Witten. And he's tackled down after picking up the first. Third catch today so far.
That's a good job by the receiver. Run the drag route across the field. These are not easy throws for the quarterback, but he sticks it right on him for the completion.
First down at the 22. Glennon's going to take off with it.
Good job that time by the ball carrier, picking up what he can, and he is very smart. Gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
They come to the line, and it's first down.
The Eagles lined up, bunch formation.
Glennon's going to take the snap from the shotgun. What a catch. Touchdown. And that touchdown figures to have them in a very comfortable spot heading into the halftime break.
Ooh, they are feeling good. There's no doubt about that. It's been a show of good offense here so far in the first half. And now what you got to do, halftime comes, you got to go in there and tell yourself to keep this going and keep the pressure on.
Austin's running this one out. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21.
The Bears offense back on the field trying to make up. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them. Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
And it's batted down. A good first half of action here, and soon we'll be sending you to Orlando and to our host, Larry Ridley. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The second half kickoff is a comeback in the cards tonight. Fletcher's there to make the tackle. That return's good for about 13. The Eagles come out for the next possession, having reached the end zone on each of their 2 previous drives.
Yeah, it's been good stuff to watch, no doubt. You know, the offensive side, the offensive coordinator is right in tune with the quarterback. They're calling exactly the plays that need to be called because of the situations.
Has it. Touchdown. Looks like no adjustments were needed at halftime as they continued to cruise.
Yeah, they just continued what we saw in the first half. And look, you know, they had such confidence going in at halftime, and they kept that emotion on their side. They came out here in the second half, and what they do, they added to their lead.
And now Austin. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Bears offense trots out onto the field, looking to get into the end zone and see if they can turn the tide in this one, partner.
Well, the fact that they are losing this game so far, the sense of urgency is there on the offensive side. You know, you have many plays in that playbook. I think different ones here in the second half.
And intercepted. Tackles made. Another low light to add to the list for this offense with a third quarter interception.
Did you just call me a low light? Is that what you said? Oh, no, you meant low light, like a bad moment. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's just another bad moment for the offense.
First down at the 42. And straight ahead, Foster. Second down following the run. They're in the hurry-up mode. Glennon's going to take it from the gun. Glennon's on the move. Running room. That's a gain of 8.
Tick, 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 tick. That's what we're trying to do. Make that clock keep running down. You got the offense out there. You got a big lead in the second half. Every first down you get shortens that football game.
Double tight end formation. Launching it deep. Another takeaway. It was a tough first half, but certainly a brilliant way to start the second half with an interception.
Jim, it was awesome. It's exactly what they needed. They needed to turn over here early in the third. They got it. What a play by the defense.
Come on, let's go.
First down at the 20. Charles is the receiver on the screen. Taken down at the 27.
The Bears did a good job there on first down. That pass picks up some good solid yards. Now second and short. Much easier to call those kind of plays.
After the pass play, gain 7. Second and 3 on the way. Charles lined up in the backfield.
Let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
Looking across the middle. That's a gain of 10.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
Taylor's completion percentage, 40% on the day. 2 tight ends on the field here.
Red 38.
First and 10. Cooks has got the catch and the first. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
Here's the first snap after the big play.
Let's go.
Well, that's a good job by the linebackers moving around. They're trying to confuse the offensive line.
That's his third catch of the day.
Corner routes are not thrown enough in this league anymore. A lot of teams don't do it because it takes a strong arm quarterback to get it done. That was a terrific throw up the field that time.
Taylor's now completed 4 in a row.
Let's go.
The Bears have it at the 24. And it's swatted away.
That was excellent man-to-man coverage that time. When you want to shut down a receiver, really the only way to do it is to man up and play him one-on-one.
The Eagles lined up in the nickel.
Here we
The
go.
Bears take it from the 23. Should have had it.
Third long situations, a lot of coordinators in this league will run a draw play on third long. Why? Because they're just looking for field position, pick up a few yards, and then by some miracle, if the running back's able to make guys miss, break some tackles, and pick up a first down, man, that's just gravy.
The Bears get set at the line, needing to get to the 14 for a first. The Bears have it at the 24.
And it's caught by Cecil Shorts the third.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later. Anytime your team is down, you're inside the other team's red zone, you look for one of your star players, your quarterback, wide receiver, or running back. They need to make a big play here.
This will be the 8th play of this drive. Getting set as fast as they can.
Let's go. Red 38. Ohio.
3 down. 25. Check 25.
Here we go.
Check 25.
Second down and 10. Intercepted. That brings the play to an end.
They throw a pick here, Phil, and they'll be very pleased that we're nearing the final quarter so they can get this one over.
You know, sometimes when you're losing like this and you're playing so bad, you just feel like you can't get the game over with. It's amazing how it just keeps dragging on, and man, this has been a bad day, and like you said, Jim, it just continues.
Trying to beat the play clock.
The Eagles call timeout, and they'll have 2 remaining.
Blue 45. Under.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
But it's incomplete.
You only get so many opportunities in a game, Jim, and there was one. The quarterback just overthrew the receiver.
That leads us to second down.
The Bears at the line. Dime package.
Ready. Over.
Glennon's standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. The Eagles get a first down.
That's an awesome job by the offense picking up this first down here in the second half. They got a big lead. It's not about scoring anymore. It's just about milking that clock, and that is an art, and this team is good at it.
Glennon's completion percentage, 70% on the day. Ted going to take it the distance. And in for the touchdown. We're getting late in this game, late third, and it's getting uglier by the moment, partner.
Yep, it's turned into that. I think it turned into an ugly game quite a while ago, Jim. And it's been dominating. They're just doing it in so many ways, and the opponents, they just have no answers.
The Bears are ready to return the kick.
Austin's going to test the coverage here. And they crash into him, ending the return at the 20-yard line. The Bears offense back on the field, trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake. Let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Charles Johnson gets to him for the sack.
Well, if I was that quarterback, I'd be mad after getting sacked like that by the defensive end. Your offensive tackle's just got to do a better job.
The Bears line up, split backfield.
Here we go.
He'll take the snap from the gun to Williams.
It's third down coming up.
The Bears Bears get set at the line, needing to get to the 30 for a first. Taylor's back in shotgun formation. Going deep. That ball has been picked off. This offense had no choice but to take some chances here in the fourth quarter. But comes back to bite him again with an interception.
Well, when it's not going well and you start trying to take chances, there is nothing going to go right in that situation. If they get back on the field after this one, Jim, just go out there, run the football, and try to get this game over with.
The Bears defense now is going to go nickel. And the quarterback gives it to Arian Foster. And down at the 33-yard line. He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game. And it's now 2nd down and 5 after running it on 1st down. The Bears defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. Defense was trying to guess the snap count, and it cost them there. The Bears with a nickel look here on defense. The Eagles take it from the 38. Looking long. Out to Ginn. Fletcher's there that time for the tackle.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, quarterback had time and throws it down the field for another completion. Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
He's picked off again. Not a whole lot has gone their way today, partner.